Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and with the all-new iPhone 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max, Apple always announces the phones and then releases new cases. These are all of the new cases they've announced so far, and they actually got rid of Finewoven. So this year they removed Finewoven. There's no replacement for this or leather, but we have another replacement that's a little bit odd. But let's go ahead and take a look at these. So we have a bunch of different colors here. They all come in at $49. They're all the same price, and they're silicone cases, at least the initial ones from Apple. You can see we have different models as well with the iPhone 16, the iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, and Pro Max cases. And as you can see here, we have what looks to be a yellow color. This is called Starfruit. We have Ultramarine, Lake Green, Fuschia, Stone Gray, Plum, Black, and Denim. Then we have a clear case and sort of Apple's replacement, a Beats case. Now let's go ahead and open one of these up. Then we'll take a look at all the cases combined. So we'll open up just one. It's all sort of fiber-based packaging, or at least paper packaging. Let's open this one up. And basically it just says the color here where it says Ultramarine. And let's pull the tab off the back, open the top up here, and here's the case itself. Inside, we don't really get anything else. Basically, we just get what looks to be a warranty card, and that's about it. So inside, I would expect the same on all of the cases, and that's it as far as the packaging goes. Let me set this aside. I'll open all of them up and we'll take a closer look. We'll take a closer look at the Beats case in just a moment, but as you can see, we have this very vibrant Starfruit color. Then we have Ultramarine. I think this one's probably my favorite as far as a vibrant blue. Then we have Lake Green. Again, this just shows you what they look like. We have Fuchsia, which is much more vibrant than I thought. We have Stone Gray, which I actually quite like a lot. It looks very nice and very sort of subdued. Of course, it would go well with maybe natural titanium or desert titanium. We also have Plum, Black, Denim, and then Clear. So this gives you an idea of what they all look like. Of course, inside, they haven't really changed very much, where we have a microfiber lining that matches the color of the outside. And then, of course, we have a surround where it protects the camera. It's raised up just a little bit, as you can see there, and then a little surround for the flash itself. Of course, inside, we've got a little cutout here, or sort of an outline of where MagSafe goes. Then we have protection for the bottom of the phone that covers the USB-C port, speaker, and microphone. And then, of course, on the left-hand side, we have the new action button. So we press that to activate the action button. We've got our volume buttons. And on the other side, we have an all-new cutout for the camera control. So power, sleep, wake, and then camera control. Now this should be supposedly able to be pressed through the case, and we should be able to feel haptic feedback. It does actually move slightly. You can see that on the other side. If we get in close here, if I press it, you'll see it moves ever so slightly where it would press on the new camera control. We should be able to move back and forth with sort of a capacitive button here that translates right through to the phone. So this is something we'll definitely have to try out. The nice thing is the iPhone 16 and the 16 Pro models get the same thing. So on the 16 Plus case, you'll see here, same sort of setup. And on the other side, we've got the same camera control. If I put them side by side, you'll see they're sort of evenly spaced, but a little bit wider on the Plus model there. So where the camera control is, and it has a surround again to protect the camera and everything else. Not really a change there. If we take a look at the Pro and Pro Max colors, so with Lake Green and Fuchsia, we should have similar linings, of course, on the inside. We'll see how they fit the current devices as well. We've got the same button for the Pro devices. So you'll see we can press here. We don't have metal buttons or anything this year. And again, on the inside, you can see that here. So pretty nice that we'll be able to actually use those buttons from the inside of the case or from the outside, pressing into it. And then, of course, with the Pro Max, it's the same thing. So with the Pro and Pro Max, similar cases with Denim and Plum here. We've got the same sort of camera control and lining on the inside. Of course, like I said, they're all MagSafe compatible, so we can just place the magnet on the back, charge them, and we can charge with the faster MagSafe this year up to 25 watts. Now, it's unclear how that will charge. We'll have to test that out. Now, with the clear case, my friend Steve Mosier on X or Twitter actually asked if they have the buttons on here as well. You'll see we do have covers for the volume and action button, as well as a little raised bump for the camera itself, and then we also have the camera control button. So this is actually not matching. It's not clear. It's sort of a silver color, and then our power, sleep, wake. So on the inside of this, you can see that same sort of camera control there, what it looks like. That gives you an idea. So they all have the same thing, but with the clear case, the overall bottom of the case is cut out. So that's something that's a little bit different compared to what we have with the silicone cases. Other than that, though, they're pretty typical. Let's see how they fit what we currently have. So here's my 15 Pro Max. We'll take the 16 Pro Max case and see how it fits. It's definitely bigger, so the phone will fall right out of it. So that gives you an idea that the 16 Pro Max is slightly larger. You can see that on the top here. It feels about the same width, but again, it's slightly wider. So the 16 Pro Max is definitely a little bit bigger. If I just turn this over, it falls right out. Let's try the clear case as well. And the same thing you can see here. So it's very loose, and if I just shake it, it will fall right out of the case itself. So definitely not as big as the 16 Pro Max. It gains a little bit of size there. When it comes to the Pro phone, the non-Pro Max phone, let's take a look. We'll take the Plum case here. Same sort of thing. This feels like it fits a little bit better, but you definitely couldn't use this. It's going to fall out if I just shake this a little bit more. So we have the same sort of loose fit. You'll see at the top, the 16 Pro will be a little bit taller based on this case. So no surprise there. We kind of knew that already, and it won't fit in the current cases. So they did increase the screen size. They also increased the overall frame size. When it comes to the non-Pro phones, well, of course, we can't use those because it has a different camera layout. So with the camera there, that gives you an idea. But size-wise, it looks like it would fit. If I press it on here, it would fit the overall frame, but it won't fit the camera cutout. So definitely looks like it would work there. But again, everything lines up on the bottom even, but it doesn't have the same camera cutout. And then the phone just turned on. One more with the 15 in the 16 case, and you'll see, again, you have the same problem. You can also see how much more vibrant these cases are than the previous phones. So I actually really like these light colors, especially the blue, but some people really don't and prefer the new vibrant colors. So we'll take a look at that as soon as I get my hands on the iPhone 16. One other thing we can try out is if you wanted to get the Pro case here, so let's pick up this one, we can actually fit this in the Pro case, it looks like. So the 15 will fit in the 16 Pro case. It looks like it fits a little bit better than the 16 Pro does, but you've still got a little extra room here on the top, and the camera cutout doesn't look right. And there's one more case to talk about, and this is not an official replacement for Finewoven or leather, but Apple out of the blue just started making these Beats cases. You'll see it says iPhone 16 Pro Max, again at $49 per case, and this particular case is black. They actually have Midnight Black, Summit Stone, Riptide Blue, and Sunset Purple. So let's go ahead and see how we open this here. It looks like we pull this on the back. So we'll open it up. Paper packaging again. Looks like we don't have anything in here. So nothing else inside the box. Let's set that aside and let's see what we've got. So similar to what we have with Apple, we've got the little warranty card or safety card here. And then additionally, we've got the case. Now this is a little unexpected as it's actually a gloss case that's sort of hard plastic. So it feels very similar to what we have with the clear case. It has that same sort of sound. So let me tap on this here. Again, it's thin plastic, but the difference here is we actually have a microfiber lining inside. So it's sort of a yellow microfiber lining. And then on the back, we've got our MagSafe cutout here. Again, that's MagSafe compatible. So that will work here just fine. Then also the bottom is open, just like the clear case. And then of course we have our camera control. So we have our power sleep wake button, camera control. Again, we can press it here. On the left-hand side, it actually says Beats, and then we have our volume buttons and action button. Again, all lined on the inside, but not on the buttons themselves. So this should work fine with the new phone and should work pretty seamlessly. This one is definitely a little bit slippery in holding on to this, very much like the clear case. But I think it looks pretty good, but I didn't expect it to be sort of a glossy finish. I thought it'd be more of a matte finish. And again, for the 16 Pro Max compared to the 15 Pro Max, this won't fit. It just sort of shakes around. One thing I almost forgot to mention is when you take your new iPhone 16 case, place it on your new iPhone 16, whichever version you get, it should actually activate via MagSafe and then sort of show you the matched color here with a ring. You won't get that on the older phones. So that's something showing that it's not compatible. Unfortunately, you'll have to buy a new case. So hopefully that answers all your questions about the latest Apple cases, and even the Beats case and clear case. Let me know what you think of them in the comments below. Which color is your favorite? I kind of like the blue colors here with sort of the denim or this one, but I sort of like all of them, except I'm not a big fan of yellow myself, but I think they look great. My wife actually really liked this one, as well as fuchsia, and probably green will be used quite a bit as well. But either way, let me know which one your favorite is. Of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description like I normally do. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.